Well, isn't this quite the album? Pretty Reckless, Going to Hell. And that, you're probably wondering, well, who is that on the album? Well, here's a photo of her. That is Taylor Momsen. Taylor Momsen was, believe it or not, Cindy Lou Who in Jim Carrey's The Grinch. And I'm a huge Jim Carrey fan, and well, I don't know that much about Taylor Momsen other than the fact that she was Cindy Lou Who and that she was also in Gossip Girl. Now she is a new face in modern rock and roll. She is modern rock and roll with her band The Pretty Reckless. This is a good album. If you're a metal headbanger, check this out. But here's something interesting. A little something interesting here. Throughout the album, all the songs on here except number 12, you're going to be banging your head, just like James Hetfield did alongside Cliff Burton. But then at the 12th song, Waiting for a Friend, you're going to be slow dancing with your girlfriend. I would slow dance to that song with my girlfriend once this is all over, this pandemic. Going to Hell by The Pretty Reckless is awesome. Although not going to hell for real, okay? That's the name of the album. It's not only a paper for the lyrics, it's also a poster you could hang up in your room. I would hang it up in my room just to read the lyrics, you know? What do I like this album about? Well, why do I like this album? A new take on metal or rock. However you define rock or metal, it's a new take on the rock and roll heavy metal genre. I'd say this is a metal album, except for track 12. Follow Me Down to the River, track 1. What an introduction for an album. You'll be like, am I listening to something? Did I get the wrong tape? I promise you got the right tape. It's just the introduction's a little bit erotic to track 1, Follow Me Down. I don't really want to describe graphic details of what you hear. Let's just know that it has an erotic introduction, so fair warning. But for the rest of the song, Follow Me Down to the River, it's just that drum just and the guitars just. I thought AC/DC was hard on the guitars, you know. Great album, and Taylor Momsen has an incredible voice. Someone actually mistook her voice for Pink, believe it or not. Some of you might think, well, how is that? How would you mistake that for Pink? Well, rent the album or buy the album. You'll have it listened to. Hear it. You'll have to hear it in order to understand that. What made me want to check out The Pretty Reckless was because they're on the spotlight again. They just released their newest album, and I listened to a couple of the songs, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll check the band out. I only know one song actually two songs from The Pretty Reckless. Make Me Wanna Die and Heaven Knows. Both songs were played at Halloween parties. They're actually a good Halloween band, actually. Pretty soon I'll have to check out their newest album. I think a lot of hardcore rockers, heavy metal headbangers are going to have a great time with this album. I'm one of those guys. I'm a fan of metal, I'm a fan of rock and roll. So, with that said, I'm going to give this 10 out of 10 film cameras. I like the unique mix of headbanging metal anthems to slow dancing acoustic singles. In fact, the last two songs here are acoustic live covers of their songs Going to Hell and Sweet Things. So when you're thinking, hang on a second, did I get the right album? Once again, you got the right album. It's just take time to read what the tracks are in the back. Tracks 13 and 14 are live acoustic versions of those two songs. 10 out of 10 stars for this album, because I really want to own this album.